Hello, my name is Diego.chicas, and I'm going to talk about the theories of language acquisition. First of all, we need to understand that there are four main theories. The behaviorist theory of Skinner, innate theories of Chomsky, cognitive theory of Piaget, and the interaction theory of Bronner. I'm agree the most with the theory of interaction of Bronner, that is basically say that we learn through interaction to interact with our environment and with the people around us. And I'm agree with Bronner in the sense like he thinks that language is innate in all of us, and I think it's true that we already have that sense of learn language inside of us, but we have that kind of interaction when it is around us to acquire more knowledge and to acquire new experience that help us to develop a better language fluency. I think that interaction plays a huge role. When we start to interact with the people around us, we are acquiring new knowledge, new vocabulary. They are helping us to develop new sentences in a more complex way than we already know. This theory have three moves. The innate, that is movement of action, is basically say that a baby or kids interact of their environment by touching things, by getting things. They interact with their environment by moving. Iconic is related with images and icons, that it say that there is a period in all of us that we are seeing things just through images. Okay, we see these things and we try to relate those images with the previous knowledge that we already know, and all this is acquired by interaction. And that symbolic mode is just related with most abstract ways of thinking, when we try to think and understand the world around us more in a more complex way. And all these three modes are based, as already said, in the interaction with the people and with the environments around us. These are all the Brunner's main ideas that I'm agree about, that is say that basically that the age and environment are big factors that we need to develop of learning, and the interaction with the people and with our environment help us to acquire new language and basically develop our fluency on the language. The theory of Piaget, well, I'm not too much into it because it's just based in 4 stages. It basically say that a kid just need to think in their own way. A kid is just like closing in a bubble, closing in a circle, just trying to learn by itself. And I think that interaction is a big fact that help us to improve our language. With the Noam Chomsky, I'm agreed that we have that kind of basic knowledge about some rules, some skills of a language, but I'm not agreed that that is enough. He's basically saying that the vocabulary is all the things that we need, and we try to figure it out how to create sentence, but he's not seeing that we need the interaction with other people to understand and to express more complicated sentence that we don't know at first because we just know the basic, and we need more development and complex vocabulary to formulate some complex sentences. And finally, the theory of Skinner of behaviorism, that is, he just saying that behavior is a big part of how we learn a language, and that imitation is, he just basic on imitation and not in social interaction or the mind of the students. And I think that the mind how we think, how we formulate some sentences are important. The interaction, as I already said, that we have with our environment and also with the people around us, because they are helping us to acquire new language, new vocabulary that would help us to create more complex sentences, to define the word, because when we get like maybe a word that we don't know what does that mean. I mean, we say, oh, what does that mean? What word does that mean? We don't have any idea. We go and then we talk with people and they help us. They say, oh, look, this word meant this and you can use it in this way. Then we say, oh, that's right. And then with that knowledge that we already acquired, we now can express that word in a more complex sentences. And this would help us to develop our vocabulary and our language. But he's just based it in imitation that I'm not that much agree about it, because we just not learn a language just by imitation. We have to think. We have to think and try to create our own ideas about language. So thank you. That would be everything for me. I work with Fatima Duran. Thank you.